Hello YouTube, back once again with the Netflix Love Reviews, and here we are with episode 3, Tested, and this episode was still really good. I wouldn't say it was as good as the first two episodes, but it was still really damn funny. It had a lot of interesting moments to it. This episode is based around just Gus, after waking up from his high, just sees that he has Mickey's number on her cell phone and just texts her, and then just spends the rest of the day waiting for her to text back while he goes to work and is trying to get God, who played the kid actress? I'm pretty sure that's one of Judd Apatow's daughter. I'm just gonna call her Judd Apatow's daughter. Yeah, no, it has to be Judd Apatow's daughter. Judd Apatow's daughter, like trying to get her to pass the exam. This led to a funny just led to a pretty funny moment when she was just trying to get this kid to study, and she was just refusing to, and then Gus was like, "Look, you need to study this stuff," and she's like, "Why? I'll just keep acting, for money." And then he's just like, "No, because like most child actors, like when they grow up, they're not cute anymore. Then nobody hires them because they're not good at acting." And then when she just cries and runs off, and then her mother comes in and yells at Gus. I was so disappointed, though, the mother was not played by Leslie Mann, though. I was like, why not? It's Judd Apatow's daughter. Why didn't Leslie Mann show up there for a cameo? I was really sad to see that. But what? I digress. But still, all the stuff with Gus, though, this week, there really wasn't anything dramatic about it. It was more about just comedy, and there was tons of great lines with him. Probably the funniest moment is when he's giving Judd Apatow's daughter the exam, and then she just completely flips out, like just has a complete nervous breakdown. I just love the line, just like, "I don't have any friends. You're my best friend," and he's just like, "Wait, what?" And then he's like, "What? Why don't you have any other friends?" Like, "Because all my other friends hate me because I actually met Taylor Swift." I just thought that was everything she said was just had me cracking up. I was just in tears of laughter. So there was that. All economy this week on Gus's part was all really funny. The only thing that was kind of interesting, the only thing like that may be showing something about this character is just like going back to the first episode, how his ex who cheated on, well, didn't actually cheat on him, just said he cheated on her, on him, like how like just saying like you're fake nice is just like when he basically decides to help and tries to be a good person, like seeing how like just mentally destroyed this girl is, like there's like he basically like he did seem to feel like he should be entitled by the executive director of like the television show they're working on. Like he says like, "Yeah, you deserve to give me, I deserve something from this," and she's just like, "No, you don't, you just did it, like you don't deserve anything." So maybe that's hinting at this guy as kind of like he feels like a very self-entitled nice guy. So he's that kind of nice guy when he does nice things, but he feels like he'll be entitled to something good. But still, it was mainly comedy on Gus's part this week, and all the comedy was really good. The more dramatic stuff was definitely more on Mickey's part this week, in which her boss starts hitting on her and afraid that if she rejects him, he'll fire her. This led to one of probably the funniest moment of the entire episode. When she just calls up her roommate, Birdie. Birdie, she's amazing. The actress who plays her, I don't know who that is. She's amazing. It's just I loved when it cut to and you saw what her job was. She seemed to be working in like some focus group when having a focus group, just asking them how they thought of a new lunch snack. And I just love it when one guy just said like I hate this, like I don't eat anything, I don't grow myself, and she's just like, "Why are you here then?" I thought that was all really funny. It's kind of hard to talk about a comedy because you just want to say all the jokes. All the stuff with Bernie though was really funny, especially when you hear what happens to all her money. I thought that just had me almost tears of laughter also. But this led to a pretty, first it came off as funny, but then you realize this was kind of fucked up, was basically that Mickey's like, "Don't worry, I'll handle this, so I can handle this," and then she basically just seduces her boss and then gets him to sleep with her, and her boss is some sort of radiotherapist. It seems like, and then like after like they're done fucking, just she's like, "Oh, I got you. Now you can't fire me because it'll be sexual harassment." Just like, what are you talking about? And then she's just like, well, you would have fired me if I didn't sleep with you. That's what you do with all your other employees. And then he's like, no, I did that because the other employees suck. And he's like, oh. And then he's just like, you do realize, like, I'm like not a bad person. Like I thought you legitimately like were interested in me. Like I'm not like a really fucked up human being. And she's like, no, I didn't realize that. So once again, like I said, this show's more clever than most like rom-coms, considering the fact like usually like a character like Mickey would be played as like a hipster cool person, but she honestly does come off as a very self-destructive kind of fucked up human being. So yeah, like in most shows, like they would just like play something like her sleeping with her boss so he can't fire her off for laughs. Like this would goes in more the realistic version of this. Like when the boss like, no, I was gonna do that. Like what's wrong with you? Like all that stuff was really clever this week. That was where, like I said, most of the more dramatic stuff came from her. And once again, I gotta say, the really interesting thing about this show is, for a show about two people that's sold as a rom-com between two people, the first episode only had them in the same scene for one at the very end. The second one had them together pretty much the entire episode, but this episode had them never on screen with one another. But I really like the end when you just saw Mickey just sitting with her roommate, and then, she texts Gus, and she's just like, "Hey, how's it going?" And like invites, and I think she invited, and yeah. So yeah, that was episode 3 of Netflix Love. Not as good as the first two episodes, but still pretty damn good half-hour television. Comedy's still great. Still gives a lot of depth to these characters. Acting's still great. I freaking love even though she's not one of the main two cast members, the woman who plays Birdie. I just think is completely hysterical. That woman. Yeah. So that's all I gotta say about episode 3 of Love. Definitely still a good show. Definitely still excited to see where it's going. YouTube as always. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.